So it depends. So this declination depends on your location. However, you can find the degree number that you should be adding or subtracting at the bottom of your map.
So if we were at that second location, we would have to add, what, 25 degrees?
Yeah, if that's what the map says for that location, yeah. Okay, awesome. So I think we're good on that whole idea. Do you want to give a try at explaining it again?
Sure. So basically, if your map is telling you to go one way, and then one way which is north, and then your compass points in an entirely different direction, you should adjust your compass to that angle. Like say, if it was 35 degrees off, you would add 35 and turn your compass to 35 degrees. So then it would point in the geometric.
And where would you find that degree measure that will tell you how much to adjust?
On a map.
Yes. Awesome. So it seems like you've got that idea down. So we're going to move on to the other portion of this section, which is navigating without a compass or a map during the day or the night, and also without electronic devices. So the most basic way to do this is the fact that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, right? That's a basic idea that most people know, right? Yeah, okay, awesome. So something that's also helpful is that the moon and the stars also do the same. They move across the sky from east to west. So during the day, you can use a variety of methods. So first of all, what you can do is what's simplest is you can take a stick and stick it in the ground, and then using that you can wait for the sun a bit to move, and then the stick will cast a shadow. That shadow that it casts will run from east to west, or west to east, either way. It runs east to west, and then you draw a line perpendicular to that, and that will run from north to south. Awesome. So that's personally my favorite method to do it because it's simplest and easiest to remember. There's also other methods that you can use, which is, yet again, you can take a stick and then stick it in the ground, and then using a string, draw a circle using the shadow, and then afterwards you take another stick and place it at the tip of so that the tip of the shadow touches the edge of the circle, and then draw a straight line. However, that's a lot more complicated, right? So I personally prefer the first method. So that's during the day. During the night, you can also use the method if the moon is out, because it also moves from east to west. However, sometimes the moon isn't as bright, or the moon goes through phases, so there's the new moon. So another method is using the stars. So I meant to send this to you, but I did not, but I have it here. So in this book, I have various depictions of the night sky, because currently the night sky is not out, and even if it was, since we're in the city, pollution makes it slightly difficult. But in here you can see various constellations, right? So the most important one is up here, here we have the Ursa Minor, and then over here it's kind of cut out. Let's pick a different one. I'll do this side. Over here we have the Ursa Minor, and then the Ursa Major, right? You can see those two, also known as Big Dipper and Little Dipper. Can you recognize the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper in the night sky? Awesome. So, of those two, the Little Dipper is really important because if you follow the tail, at the end, the brightest star is the North Star. And if you head directly towards the North Star, then you'll be going in a northern direction. And using that, you can roughly estimate where west, east, and south are. So, do you want to try re-explaining those ideas back to me? Starting with how you could find directions during the day if you don't have a compass or other device.
Okay, so the sun rises in the east and then lands in the west.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in an area where like you're in the city and you were lost, you could look where the sun is, and then if you could remember where it rose, that would be east, and then in the opposite direction of that would be west, and then you could estimate where north and south were. And if you were in the woods during a hike, you could find a stick, place it in the ground, and then use the shadow to find out where east and west are, and north and south are. And during the night, you could look for the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper, and then you find the North Star, which is the direction where north is, and then you can roughly estimate where east, west, and south.
Yeah. So I have one more question for you. Where is the North Star in relation to the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper?
It's at the bottom of the Little Dipper's tail.
Yeah. Awesome. So that covers the requirements for second class 3A and 3D. So if you don't have any more questions, then I think we're good for today. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Nathan.
That's my mom.
Yeah, that's me, YPT. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Have a good day.
You too.